Alright guys, Rich here from the RCNetwork.com, and this is going to be build update number 3 on my Axial Racing RR10 Bomber kit version. Now, it's come to a time where I need to decide on wheels, tires, foams, all the good stuff that's going to keep me connected to the trail. Now, I did choose some pretty cool things, but I am keeping a couple of stock items, actually one stock item. I am going to be running the BFGoodrich Baja T KR2s. Now these are the stock tires. These are R35 compound. I believe that's what that little dot means right there. Super tacky, and I definitely like the traction that these things give. These things have pretty good little grooves cut into them, and I think the mud shed and dirt shed will be pretty decent on these. So, and I definitely like the look at them because they look like they're real things. So pretty cool overall, and I just definitely like these tires. Now, as far as foams, that was a hard thing. The Bomber kit version came with these open cell foams. Now, this will get you going right out of the gate, but in the long term, these definitely will break down. They will hold water. They'll do all sorts of things that you don't want to happen. So it's best to go ahead and just upgrade these right off the bat. So, although these are not a brand new Crawler Innovations foams, these are in very well condition. They've only had a few runs on them, and I pulled these off of a different rig, actually a different set of wheels I had that was extra, and these will be going into these BFGoodriches. So these are the standard size Deuces Wild closed cell foams, has the comp cut up here, and these fit perfectly inside of those BFGoodriches. So I already got a couple mounted up, so I definitely know that. So, but these are just awesome to have, especially if you have a go fast rig. But they're also good for crawling because they give just a little bit of a gap between the tire and the foam, so it'll give you kind of that good feeling if you do start to do some crawling. So as far as wheels, I did choose some pretty nice ones, and the price of these things is just unrealistic for what you get. So these are the new Incision Kmc wheels, and these things are nice. These are the grenades, so I chose the 2.2 XD820 grenade wheels. These are the blacked out version, so all aluminum design, part of the Kmc Xt Series. I've got to say, Vanquish and Incision, you did a great job on not only the fit and finish of these things, but the price point and what you get inside the bag here is just amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and open this thing up and show you what you get inside the bag. Alright, so here's a quick look at the new Kmc Xt Series wheels from Vanquish. Now, they come pretty much kind of like pre-assembled, so to speak, but the screws that are included in there are not the exact size that you'll need. There's actually additional screws inside of the bag. So these two extras in there, it just basically holds it together for shipping, I believe. So, but what's really nice about these Vanquish Incision line of wheels is you get everything in the bag. So you get the ring for it, you get the front piece, you get the cap, you get all the hardware. On the back side, you get the back ring, and you get a hub, which no other Vanquish wheel does that. So the hubs are standard, so to speak. They're about, I'd have to guess, between a 350 and a 475 SLW style of hub, but an SLW will not fit in these. These are unique to the Incision wheels, and Vanquish or Incision is coming out with a full line of adjustable hubs, so you'll be able to buy whatever specific offset that you need for your rig. Now, these ones right here will fit pretty good on my RR10, and I'll run those as stock to start off with. Now, as far as a tool that you'll need to install these, pretty much just a 5/64 is all you need to install these wheels. There's no mix between 1/16 and 3/32 anymore. Pretty much this one will do not only the hub screws, but also the back screws as well. Now, if you don't have a 5/64, a 2mm wrench will also fit in there. It just won't fit as snug as a 5/64. So keep that in mind if you are installing these. Now, a quick look at these things when they're disassembled. I mean, super nice overall. I mean, you can see the finish right there on the kind of like the matte black finish. This is an anodized finish on the aluminum. There's also a clear version available, and you'll see in here into the hub. super nice overall. So that is the front piece. The back ring is just a basic piece of aluminum. It's been pretty much milled out and has kind of like the little Incision emblem on there. And then these are kind of chamfered for the screws. And then the ring, you know, once again, standard Vanquish products. I mean, it is solid aluminum, all milled out. I mean, just great overall. So hardware in the package, you do get actually one set for the actual rear ring, and then you get two different sets of the smaller screws for the hub. Now you can choose to either mount the included cap or leave it off. Now, one funny thing that I've kind of been, you know, mind-boggling myself about is how do you mount the cap and still mount your screw? The only thing I can think of is you mount the cap and the hub to your rig and then bolt the wheel using all 6 screws onto it. So I may have to throw in an email. I'm not sure. I might just be a little bit mind-boggled at, you know, pretty much 1 o'clock in the morning here. So, but nonetheless, those are the wheels. One last note I want to point out is I do vent all of my tires. So I just use basically a leather punch here. I vent all my tires in 2 positions, and I use, I think it's the 1/8 inch size of hole, and that's the way I do it. And I know there's a lot of controversy whether or not you should vent the wheels or vent the tires, but you should definitely vent one of them. And having an all aluminum wheel, it's kind of hard to do that. So definitely vent those things. It lets dirt and water and whatever else may get inside of your tire escape, so you're not carrying around, you know, 12-pound wheels and tires. So let's pause for a second and we'll take a look at the final product. All right, so I got one set actually mounted up. I was lucky enough to pull out a favor and got a spare as well, which is pretty cool. So not sure that they're available as a single item, but was able to call in a favor and get just a single spare wheel for the spare tire on the RR10. So really quick look at the final product here and how it all assembles on there. It looks good, guys. I mean, look at that. I mean, the bead of the tire fit perfectly into that Incision wheel. You can see pretty much no gap all the way around. I mean, it just looks good overall. Fit on there nice, super easy to install. You basically just install the center ring, install this piece onto it, flip it over, start attaching the ring, and you want to do it in a star pattern like you would on a regular 1-to-1 truck. Use Loctite on these definitely, and start screwing down. Once it's secure, I mean, you have no pull out of the bead whatsoever. I mean, I know there's different tests you can do, but I think these things will do pretty well with these new Kmc Incision line of wheels. I mean, it just looks super nice. So, well, guys, I have a couple more wheels to mount up. I'll have this thing mounted up to my RR10. Got to finish the body panels, which I can't wait to show you guys. You'll have to stay tuned for that. But that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick little segment of my RR10 Bomber kit version. I've definitely enjoyed this build so far. Can't wait to show you the final project. Well, guys, that's it for now. If you have any comments or questions, please leave it on down below. And as always, thumbs up and subscribe. That's it for now, guys. Over and out.